You're welcome onto our new episode on Kenzy Fashion. I believe you enjoy our previous episode. Today's episode, we are going to look into our pattern designs. I want you to sit and relax as you enjoy our episode for today. Now we're going to look at how we're going to cut our top. I think I told you that we're going to cut our pattern. So before the pattern, we have to cut our clothes. This is the clothes as one of the material needed. We have our paper stay, then we have our scissors and our tape rule. So now we want to fold our clothes for our measurements. I'm not going to concentrate more on cutting the clothes, but rather look at the pattern, because if you want to know how to cut the clothes, you have to watch our previous episode. We're going to look at how to make our pattern. So the material we need, this is our clothes. This is what we want to design on. Okay, we're going to look at on how to make our pattern. The material required, we have our clothes, we have the paper stay, we need our tape rule and our scissors. Possibly we might also need a ruler. So now we want to fold our clothes to the measurement required. I won't focus much on the cutting of the clothes because we have the cutting of our clothes on our previous episode. So today we are going to look into the pattern we actually want to design. So now this is our clothes folded in this pattern. I believe we all understand the cutting of our clothes. I won't be discussing much on this because I believe we've talked about the cutting. So we want to actually focus on the pattern drafting there. So now you can see that before we cut out this pattern, we've actually cut out our neck. We've actually cut the neck, but the neck is no more there now. So because we are going to fix the pattern on the neck, this is actually the material we want to use. This design is actually called the pattern fixing, which means we are going to fix in our pattern into the material. The outcome will actually look like a magic, but this is the processing. This design is actually called the fixing of the pattern into the material. It will actually look like a magic in the outcome, but while doing it, this is the process we undergo. So we can see that we folded our pattern. We folded the material we want to use as a pattern. This is the pattern we're cutting out. I think I'll need it to be more bigger. Already I told you that it depends on the choice. I think I want it more wider or more longer rather. So we're actually going to draw. Yes. So this is it. That will measure 1 inch each. 1 inch each. That is, the pattern will be 1 inch more than you can see, which means our pattern is an inch more than. So this is it. Which means our pattern is ready. Then we need our lapel because we actually want to fix the lapel there. The lapel will be because the lapel will actually enter our cutting of the lapel. This is the way we cut our lapel. I believe we've seen that in our previous video, but to refresh our memories, I told you it depends on your choice, our choice. So this is actually cut in almost 1.5 by by the wideness. Then the length, it's also your choice because this is entering. This is entering. So it won't be as long as we wanted it. So then we can fix our lapel. We want to use this pattern for the lapel. Fair. Okay. Yeah, we need to actually follow our pattern. We have our we have our pattern ready. We have our pattern ready. We have the lapel we want to fix inside ready equally. So now what we need to do is to just put put our paper stay on the pattern, just to gum it on the pattern. The essence of using paper stay is because it won't be too hard. Neither do we need it to be too soft. We don't need the stay to be too the clothes to be our pattern to be too hard. Then also we don't need the pattern to be too soft. So what we need now is to start our sewing. So now, looking at this, we want to sew it. But before we sew it, we actually need to launch just to cut a little, just a little, a little, just round. So now we need to put our pattern into this cloth. So I have to set the cloth so that we'll know how it's going to fit in. So now the cloth is fitting in like this. Then, which means we are going to turn it this way. Because if you don't set the clothes before knowing it, then you can make error while trying to do it. So we turn it this way. Now, the major thing we need to do here is to get the point. We have to get the point, non-cheat. This will also get this point. Non-cheat will make you know if you are making error. Yeah, that will make you know if you are making error. If the 2 points doesn't intersect with each other, which means the 2 point must intersect with each other while fixing it. So we have to turn our hand just the same way we are turning the clothes. It's actually it's, it's actually a little bit difficult, but it's achievable. It is achievable. So now we can see The essence of those notching is to make it pipe, is to make it easier for us to turn the clothes. So when you notch the clothes, so it makes it easier for you to turn the clothes. You can see, and look at this point. You can see that it's focusing at each other, which means we are actually correct. Then after this, we can actually have our ironing. Then we can do with our ironing. We can iron the clothes for us to see what we actually wanted. So that we won't have any folding. Yeah. So this is our clothes. The pattern is fixed already. Then whatever we want to make in the clothes is then achievable. It's then achievable. So now what we need is to cut our neck again. You can see that the neck is already closed. So we have to recut the neck again. You can actually use our cutout on the neck to get the neck back. Yes. You can use our cutout on the neck to give us our neck back. So we have our neck. So now you can see this is our neck. Then we can fix whatever we want to fix there. As I've said earlier, our pattern design is actually depends on your creativity. So the creativity, I actually picked a little difficult design so that we can know how to control our ends. We have some other much easier designs. This is actually a little not difficult, but it's achievable. Once you follow the footstep, then you can achieve it. So this is some of our pattern designs. And look at this also, our pattern design. It actually comes out and it looks like, the beauty of it is that it comes out like magic. It comes out like magic, whereby it will be difficult for a novice to know if it's a design or that is actually the way the clothes came in. So this is it. Our cloth is ready. So what we need to fix is our collar. We need to fix the collar now. When I say collar, I mean our lapel. We need to fix our lapel now. Um, there is no actual measurement. There is no particular measurement for cutting down the lapel. What we just need to know is this: our lapel must be far far longer than our cotton because the under lapel will be there. This is 8, which means our lapel must be more than 8. We must be more far far more than 8. On this now, we have our lapel to be, you can see this is more than the cotton. So there's not actually a particular fixed measurement for it. So now what we need to do is to fix our lapel. So this is actually what we're going to use for our under lapel. That's the under collar. Believe we know how to fix our lapel. Just to brush our memory again. Believe we all know how to fix our lapel. Yeah. This is just to brush our memory on how to fix the under lapel on the lapel, because fixing of our lapel is on our previous episode. Yeah, this is our main lapel. We all know our under lapel comes before the main lapel. So now I believe we've seen how we make our pattern, and this is also our lapel. We have actually achieved the two. Now the next thing we need to look at is how to pipe the neck. We can't actually leave the neck like this, so we have to do a piping there. So now we should sit, relax, and follow us. To pipe our neck, we have to cut in bias. Many people will be wondering what is cutting in bias. The cutting in bias means we have to cut the clothes so that we have to cut it slant. We won't just cut like this. We won't cut straight like this. We have to cut we need to fix it on our machine. So now, to fix our piping, actually just need to do this. So now, this is actually our so if we really like, we can use the iron, and if we don't want to use the iron, because we have already folded the material, we make sure we'll sew inside. So this is it. I actually cut out the other pieces so that we can actually achieve this as a pattern. So this is actually perfect. Then we can do the ironing. We've already did our piping. Now we can do our ironing. The ironing is also essential because the ironing will determine how it's going to lay. So it's essential we iron it very well. This is actually the back. You can just have a glance. I believe you have this in our previous episode also. believe we also know how to fix the front with the back. So I know this is actually not going to be any issues because we have this already in our previous video. And if you're still having challenges, if you're having challenges fixing it, you can watch the previous video. I'm just trying to take us glance through with this. So this is actually going to be our 80% outcome. You can see that this is achievable. Look at this pattern. It could be confusing if you didn't see us while we're doing the pattern, because number one, you would think maybe that's the way the clothes came without you knowing that we actually fixed the pattern there. Then your creativity can also add more to it. You can do a pattern like this, make another one like this, depends on your choice. Just have the technical know-how. So when you have the technical know-how, then you will achieve it. Go through this process, then you will also achieve it. So now I like to fix a wallet pocket by this side. It could also be a plus to you. Just a wallet pocket. To fix the wallet pocket, we need a chalk. We have to measure the position of the pocket. Then, mind you, I think in our previous video, I always tell us that the back is always more than the front. And while I was cutting this, the reason I didn't explain this while I was cutting is because we watched that in our previous video. So it's going to be falling down. So you won't measure from here, you have to measure it falling down. This is the overlapping. This is where the back is more than the front. So we have a 10. Yes, a 10 is okay. Then the pocket should not be too much on the armpit, on the armhole here. It should not be too much on the armhole, so it should be closer to the lapel. We can actually have a 2 inches there, and from the lapel we can have what we have maybe depending on our choice of the pocket. If we want it to be long, we can have 4. If we want it to be small, very short, we can have 3. Well, also depending on our choice. And also the wallet is also by our choice. Some prefer it going slant, some prefer it straight, but this is actually going to be straight. So we've had our pocket. Now we're trying to fold our pocket. We have to we're using the regular stay here. We're using the regular stay. Then we just have to fix it now. So now we have to look at our pocket. This is the pocket. which means we have to sew from here down here. We have to mind our cotton. Mind the cotton. I believe we have seen this in our 2 videos. We've seen how to fix the wallet pockets in our trouser video, but we are seeing it again here.
To make sure.
This is also the same thing with this. Looking at this is bigger. Then I'm reducing it a little. You can see this is more or less like a perfect wallet. It's like a perfect wallet.
Then we have to stitch.
Okay. Now look at what I'm actually telling you about. This is it. You can see that this is a perfect. This is actually a perfect wallet. Look at this and look at this junction. Then to do the final sewing there, you can actually sew from inside. Sew from inside. The essence of this is to actually hold the cloth down. Now we have our perfect shot. This is perfect now. So to create the design, you can have a best strap on it. This is actually our best strap sewing. Still the pockets. We are still on the pockets. Okay. Yeah. So now, having fixed this, we need to place this at the center. This has to be on the center. You can see it has to be at the center. Okay. Then you can see our pocket is fixed already. Okay. This is actually our pocket. The wallet pocket is done. Then all we need now is this. Just from here, yeah, our pocket is actually there. Then we just maybe we want to fix a button there. We can fix our button there, and also fix any button we wish to here also. This is our outcome. I believe we enjoyed today's episode on the pattern fixing and the wallet pockets when, and also how to pipe our neck. This is actually a 3-in-1 thing. that we've learned for today. If you do, kindly please subscribe to our channel on YouTube. To subscribe to our channel, you will see the subscribe button, the red subscribe button. Please press the subscribe button so that you can view more of our videos. As we put our videos online, it will drop in your account. Then you will also be following us on Kenzy Fashion. Thank you for watching once again. Have a blissful day ahead. Thank you.